So this is how our thread works in League, okay? The plating, that's with plating. It's important, that's with plating. So a thread has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 like rectangles, okay? So let's do this. This is thread HP. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5, okay? So you guys are back another review. First start review, just want to say my auntie passed away yesterday, so RIP to her. I hope she's in a better place. Also wanted to say, if you have money, you should look into the full send NFT. You know, now boys are releasing an NFT.
Just checking around.
Should look into that if you have money to flip that. Why is your chat in the middle of the fucking stream? What the fuck? It's kind of fucked up. Okay, let's speed it up, man. I like your runes except Ravenous. Ravenous is trash in your jungle. Go Relentless is better. And they might still be there. That's definitely not 1v9 what you're doing walking in there. Yeah, that's definitely not. Okay, so when that happens, I mean, you saw them there. So, like, I don't know why you're walking there. But you should just go steal the enemy red, right? Or you start your blue and then you invade the red. But it's better to invade with the red. You see? Wait, makes sense right here, right? And yeah, you die.
I'm not. What do you mean?
So, yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but okay. So what was that? See how you... Now you start blue, but you should have been start there or started red. So I don't know why you were in there. But okay. So then you go for a level 2 gang. You're just wasting time. Like, what you're plot for? There's no world where you ever do this, especially because you're behind. Like, it's just never worth it. So you know she started your red, and instead of taking your rates in a red, you just go to your red, but like you know it's not there, so like I don't really know what you're doing. Click on Gwen. She did not even take a red. So if the Gwen is good, what she does here is red rates into her red rates, but she didn't even do that because the red's not even refreshed. This guy's dog shit. So you could have kept auto attacking him here. You see? Like, you see, like, look, okay, so first of all, like, that's whatever. Like, you see how you autoed, then you EQ, right? But then, it's like, you gotta, she was rooted, so you didn't have to take the W wall there. You could just walk up auto, and then you should take brush. And then here, you should just, but that's like, really advanced, but like, whatever. Even if you don't do that, like, right here, you should keep auto-attacking. You see how you start right away, and then you queued? Then you should have kept auto-attacking, and then Q, right? But then you're probably dead here, yeah. You guys could have killed him. You see his HP right here? There's a difference between the more autos and the Q. You see? And he's probably good. Yeah, you see? That's pretty much what I was talking about. Okay, so then you respawn, you go do golems. That's good, whatever. It's good. Then you do this. It's good.
Yeah.
Then you look for a gank bot. So let's see this. You should take
I'm
ice.
not gonna follow you if you try.
Here. So, okay, so... Okay, that's really advanced as well, but it's like when you're in those type of situations, you just use W and you have no escape. Like you should always position yourself so you could E at a better angle. So in this specific case, the better angle of the E is over this wall right here to end up here to go like further from her. So you see how you like walk up and then you E, so you're gonna end up here, right? So you see how this is a mistake. Like you should go closer, so you E on her and you end up here to have a bigger window to escape because now you're probably dead as well, right? Okay, so you go over, you do wolves, then you do raids. Already the camera control is pretty bad. I mean, you're not really looking at like the lane, like the HP or whatever. It's bad. So you reset, you have this, is good, you do red. You see, like, you don't really like look at all. You didn't have to use either at all. Like, if he walks in, you have to, but like, you see how he goes there, so you don't have to use E. You stand still for some reason. And you go back in, okay. I mean, this would be like okay to check if you're level 6, right? But I mean, you see him coming, you see he's level 7, and you walk back in. I'm just not sure why, but... I mean, this game is not really mechanics, it's just like your game knowledge. Honestly, I'm surprised it's a plot 4. Is this like UNE or something? What's going on? Okay, so you did blue. You're not even 6 yet? You invade red because you saw her bot, right? Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, okay.
Damn.
Normally, when you see jungle bot, it's always better to go for Rift. Rift is always more worth it, but because you're plot, like you guys don't really like know how to use it, I guess. So I guess it's not that good. Like if you're like, let's say you're watching this and you're like diamond, like always go for riff over the camps. It's more worth it, more gold, and more everything. Okay, like here I don't know why you flash at all. Like Echo does not have mana and you flash, and then you ult. Okay, I don't know about that one. Okay, it's also mechanics, honestly. Okay, honestly, I could tell you don't really. Do you watch videos? I could tell you don't watch. At least you don't watch mine. That's for sure. You for sure don't watch my jungle videos. There's no way. So you want to dive this guy, right? When you're a level behind him, and you have 1.7k in the bank. So like, if the Sword God has a brain, it's never working. Okay, this guy's dog shit. You see how right here, if you just ease like sooner, you're dead. Also, he probably had flash as well, right? Does he not have flash? Maybe he doesn't have flash. But like, it's also a lot of mistakes from this guy. Like, also if he R's you, like sooner, you dead as well because they're slow in the E and stuff. And also you could just like this guy. Okay, so let's say I'm reviewing this guy, right? And this guy's about to get dove, right? So let's cover up the mistakes he's doing. So already, if you're this guy, like why would you ever walk there to tank a Q, right? I guess to be fair, maybe he sees the Qiyana, like he's maybe blind a bit, so he sees her late. So like, let's say whatever, he thinks this, right? Whatever, right? Okay, so boom. Now you go on the only place you go at to like tank the Qiyana ult is where he goes. Like you could literally just over here, right? So you're gonna be here. You're not gonna be near any walls. The range here doesn't reach to the turret for the Qiyana ult, and here it doesn't reach. Right? You're just sitting here in this nice pocket that Qiyana can ult you, right? But instead you go right next to the wall, right? Okay, but that's like whatever. Okay, and then here you use your E, right? So you whatever. That's a bit unlucky, I guess. The stun, whatever, it doesn't reach. If you had flash, you could have E flash, whatever, and she's dead, or you trade. All right. So that's just unlucky. The E did not reach. Then you ult after. And from here, it's just fuck, like, whatever. After that E is fuck. To be honest, if you don't have flash, you can't get that E, but I think just hiding the wall there is the worst thing you could do. Okay, let's cover the rift now, because like I said, you guys don't know how to use rift, so let's cover how you don't know how to use rift. So, how the turret works... Okay, I need to put up paint. So, this is how our turret works in League, okay? The plating, that's with plating. It's important, that's with plating. So, a turret has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, like, rectangles, okay? So, let's do this. This is turret HP. There's 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. So 1, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5, okay? Why is this so shit? Okay, so pretty much how it works is the first block here, so the 5th block takes, let's say, it always takes more damage than the block before. So this block, let's say you do an auto attack, it's going to take 60 damage from that auto attack. But once you break that 5th one here, and this, now there's only 4 HP, like 4 like rectangle health, this one's going to take less damage. So this one's going to take, like, let's say 50 damage or an auto attack, right? So you're losing here, you know, between these two, 10 let's say AD, 10 auto attack damage on each hit. But let's say you do 10 hits, that's a lot. That's 100 damage less on the turret, right? And it's the same concept this one. Once you break this one, here's another thing. It's going to go back to 40. It's going to go down to 40. So then you lose another 10. It works like that, right? So every time you take, it goes down, right? Pretty much, right? So the lower the turret is, the longer it takes to break it, pretty much, because the less damage it takes. That's how plating works. So what does the rift do? The rift, bro, it destroys two rectangles. Let's keep the same concept. One shot. Whatever it's the two at the beginning or the two last, it always breaks 2. So because it always breaks 2, you always want to use the rift at the latest 2. Why? Because there is the one that take the less damage. So the rift is like worth more, right? Because it takes less time to take these by hand than these by hand. So that's why you always want to use Rift at the latest 2 plates. And that's always why you see people, like good jungles, drop Rift when it's 2 plates. Because it's going to one-shot and you don't have to do a lot less damage and take 10 years to take it, right? So that's why you see right here how you drop it and it's still at 5 rectangles. I mean, it's almost 4 because this one's almost gone. But look what's going to happen. You're going to hit the turret. You see it does 108 damage. You see? Now, that was at the first rectangle. Now, the second rectangle, it went down from 118, right? Or 108. What was it? I think it was 108, right? So if we use actual numbers, it went to... Let me just like undo everything. Holy shit, that's cancer. Okay, that was just next level cancer. Let's just never do that ever again. So you see how this was 108, and then after it's broken, you see the next one is 82, right? But now look at this. The rift's gonna hit, right? Because it's a terrible rift, but like timing, like I said, I just explained why. Also, when you take turret, like I don't know why you're using Q and you don't hold W for more attack speed on the turret. Boom, you see now it went up to 36, right? So this is, you went from 108 to 36. So that's why the whole concept is you auto attack the turret until it's here. And once it's here, you drop the rift. So then it boom in one shot with that low damage that you would have just took you longer to hit the turret. So that's a concept that you guys don't understand. And I've quite frankly never heard someone explain it to me. And even me, I hit Challenger and I did not even know about this. I had to do my own research because people were so bad, like they didn't even know how to explain it because they, quite frankly, I think they didn't even understand. So that's a concept that people never talk about. That's honestly one of the most important concepts if you play jungle. And if you don't know about that one specific concept, you're not going to be able to pretty much climb with jungle. So it's really important that you learn about this. So now that you learn this, I hope everyone that plays jungle in this rank knows better how to use Rift. And if you're lower rank, please steal the Rift from your teammates. So help him do the Rift if you can, if you have prio. And at last second, just step on it. It's probably going to flame you. But it doesn't matter. You're doing it for the best and to win the game. So this was good. I like the combo that you did there, but it could have been better. Reality is you don't want to use Prowlers on a target that's 2 levels behind in the support, right? There should be a QWEQ auto, right? And you get the kill. The fact that you went for Prowlers first is really, really good in my opinion. I really like that. You probably maybe watch my videos then. You use the smite, which is well. I mean, good, not well. Okay, so I mean that's a mistake. You know he's gonna R. Like you gotta look at this. Like what is Echo gonna do? Like if you're Echo, what do? You can't do shit except ult, right? Or flash if you have flash. The only play you would do if you're Echo is pop passive and flash for the movement speed, right? But if he does, he's gonna die. So he needs to ult. So why would you W Q right away? Just W and ult the Q, bro. Don't Q right away. W Q. Oh my god, that was bad. It's not a bad combo. The E base Q W Q is just if let's say he flashes here, you're fucked. Because he has more time to react. Even he could still flash the WEQ, but it's still lost less reaction time than the EQ WQ, right? Because let's say you go for EQ and then you WQ and he flashes WQ, you're fucked. Compared to the auto combo, if you WQ, you're first of all closer to him, but second of all, less time to react, right? So all these details are important when you play, and you gotta think about those. EQ auto WQ fast. Okay, so you see here, you're probably gonna die because also you did slow. You see, so you see how all these small details I'm talking about, like it keeps happening. So here, first of all, it's good that you didn't Q from far away because she could have W'd. But once you EQ like that, you want to auto like that and WQ, right? First of all, you're not even using smite. That's the first thing you're not using. But that's just a small detail. You see right here, your W is coming back up, right? You should be spamming W on swell, Q auto on her, right? And she dies right here. She would have died. But you see how you're not using it? You use 10 years later, and on top of that, you W at an angle that's terrible instead of the closer angle. Dude, that's honestly a good review. I'm probably gonna see that one of the best reviews if you want to learn jungle. Another time here, you didn't need to ult at all. Here, you should just Q. Then you steal the rates. WQ, smite, she's dead. Did not have to ult at all there. You see how your second WQ did nothing because you didn't have to ult. Okay, at this point, I'm just going to cover mechanics. I'm going to do maybe like 2 more minutes and then I'm going to stop the review because I think it's helpful enough. W. The combo here was good. Really, really well done. Good. Okay, your problem is really pathing. Your really pathing is fucking... Holy shit, what was that? Okay, so if you see this, right? Like, why would you use ult? Yeah, you gotta think, like, why would you ever use ult? Like, if you're lethal, you're gonna use ult, but you gotta think, it's the enemy jungle with half HP, right? With the support, like, there's no reason to use ult. And if you ever use ult here, right? It's already a bad angle, right? You see how you use ult and it did actually nothing? Imagine if you just don't use it. It's just terrible. You don't need to ult at all there. Let's see this, because this is important. That's finally a good, like, fight. So you miss on him somehow, but that's fine. Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, you Q, but that's like, whatever, right? Because you thought he would keep walking instead of ulting, so it's like whatever. But then you take brush here, you have W, so you just take brush, you auto EQ, right? Instead of auto WQ misses in China? Prowlers, probably? Oh, nice try, but that was another mistake. So here what you need to do, when you okay. A lot of people still don't know that. Let me do another paint shit. How do you do new shit? Okay, so the Q Qiyana, it's like this, okay? Honestly, I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna explain it. Like, if you Q with brush, and where you start the Q, it's always going to last less long than if you go on the tip. So if you go here, it's going to last about 3 seconds. If you go here, it's going to last 3.5. Now with the nerfs, it's going to be here 2.5 and here 3 seconds. So if you stand on this edge right here, right, your stealth more longer. So what you should do if you're here, right, you stay like this. You don't walk out. Because you see how you break the stealth? It was just a bit remaining, but you broke it. You wait just a bit for your W to be back up. You W the brush. Like, even if you broke it right here, you could still do it. You see how you W way too close. Here, what you should be doing is your W is coming in. You just wait the W cooldown. You W brush, so you go up, and then you prowlers on him, auto Q, and it kills him, right? Then what you do, since you took brush, you're stalling in brush, right? Then you could W the wall here. You eat towards him, and you take the portal, and you just get the fuck out. And if the portal fade, you just keep playing with brush, like you just did. Yeah. So I like the fact that you play with brush. You could play a bit more with brush as well. So that should be an immediate EQ, ER, on the echo there. This is a free kill. Hello. Okay, we do not need to R the support. You use the R on the wrong targets that don't need to get used on. Also here, you're not using base Q. You should have used base Q here. Okay, at this point it's just free for all because you're playing jungle, so it's just like Fortnite, just getting kills. You need to execute the combo better. Don't use prowlers here because you don't need to, so okay, you use it. You see how you just waste your abilities when you don't need to use it. For example, prowlers. For example, ultimate. Stuff like that, right? So you're just like bad usage, I guess. Okay, so let's see this. So, you walk in the fight, you don't have brush. It's difficult though because of the map, so I agree, but... Okay, I don't know why you're backing here. Should have just eat on the Urgot. This guy, dodge, WQ. QWQ, 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 he's rooted, QWQ, QWEQ, something, man. Okay, we just go 10 years later, that's okay. And Bard is AFK, okay. Yeah, we're gonna stop it for now because the rest of the game does not matter. I'm gonna do that 40 minutes. I don't want to do 40 minutes. So that's all I'm gonna do for review. I'm gonna do the first like 15 to 20 minutes. I hope you guys learned a lot with this video, and I'll see you guys next review. Take care, guys.